Hi, Danny Morrison here for the Danny Morrison Expert Comments alongside Rario.com. Match 24, so moving up the road from Sharjah, we're in the Dubai Ring of Fire, Afghanistan versus Pakistan, the two stars, and the passion from the fans there in Dubai was just extraordinary, and there was so much to play for Afghanistan. They won the toss, they wanted to go up front and bat first, and I get that. I get some of that strategy and logic. Not Sharjah though, different pitch, it's Dubai and it's at night. So again, you've got to go well when you go up front and you bat first, don't you? And unfortunately for Afghanistan, they were 4 for 39, fifth over. So when you look at that and you've lost 4 inside the power play, it really is going to be a challenge. And they needed a really good innings from Mohammad Shahzad, their punchy little wicketkeeper, but it wasn't to be, and the top order got nailed. I mean, when I look at it, you know, you got to rely on Najibullah. There was a little bit of him, you know, 22 from 21. He was just hanging in there because they really were in a massive hole, were Afghanistan. And towards the end, it was very, very fortunate that they didn't get bowled out for about 100 and 110. And thanks to the skipper, Mohammad Nabi, he got 35 not out, and so did Gulbadin. So Gulbadin, Mr. Rock, Mr. Guns, Mr. Muscles, he was out there bashing and trashing. And when I look at Gulbadin, you know, 4 fours and a 6, he was great. The skipper didn't hit a maximum, but he hit 5 fours, and they just got a little bit of confidence, got a bit of momentum into the game, and it gave them something. So, you know, when you get to there and you breach 140 and almost get to 140, that 147 was probably always going to be, as they realised, you know, that 30 short on that surface in Dubai. And when you look at the bowling, geez, I look at these figures and, man, outstanding. As ever, Shaheen Shah Afridi, 1 for 22 from his 4 with a dozen dots. And really it was about the spin twins getting together, and you get the spin twins together. Ahmad Wasim and Shadab Khan did really well. 2 for 25 with 14 dots from his 4 overs, Ahmad Wasim. And Shadab Khan, he was 1 for 22 in 4 with 15 dots. So they strangled it beautifully through the middle there, and it wasn't until the end, as I say, with Gulbadin and Nabi getting 35 NO apiece to get them towards 150, that 147. So in reply, you're just thinking, look out for the dynamic duo that is Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam. Rizzy went cheaply though, couldn't quite get the double figures. Nice catch on the boundary, and the place just erupted. It was just superb. The atmosphere was ripping the Ring of Fire off, no doubt. Bubba got 51, but he got out at a crucial time. He got out of the last ball of Rashid Khan's spell, and you know, Rashid Khan ended up with that wonderful 2 for 26. But it just left the door a little bit nervously ajar for Pakistan to feel the pressure. And when I look at that, Fakhar Zaman got 30 off 25, but Asif Ali, him and Shoaib Malik. Shoaib Malik got 19 in quick time of 13. But Asif Ali, I'm just wondering, is this the same two that turned up to the Caribbean Premier League? They couldn't buy a run. And yet, look at them, the finishers. They did it against New Zealand. And now, excuse me, they did it against Afghanistan in a tricky situation, getting down to the end. And Asif Ali had to be player of the match. He hit 4 sixes, and it was the winning of the game in that penultimate over. They did it with an over to spare, and it was an extraordinary, classy bit of timing. But Junat, he missed his Yorker, got a couple right, but when you miss your Yorker, you're going to disappear. And then he tried a shorter one, and Junat got met and smashed by Asif Ali. So in the end, quite comfortable when you look at the scores and everything there. They did it by 5 wickets and 6 balls to spare to get up, with a little bit of concern there for Pakistan, but they were good. They needed to be pushed, and they have now 100% record, Pakistan, in these Super 12 stages. Oh, they're hot to trot. Well done to Bubba and the team for another victory.